They were thought to have died out some 12,500 years ago. They became immortalized in fantasy fiction like the Game of Thrones. But now dire wolves are walking the earth again. Thanks to a groundbreaking project led by Colossal Biosciences, the scientists claim to have created 3 dire wolf pups by using ancient DNA, cloning and gene editing technology, which they used to alter the genes of a grey wolf. They are the world's first successfully de-extincted animal. Romulus and Remus were born in October 2024, while female puppy Khaleesi arrived in January of this year. They already weigh in at around 80 pounds and are on track to reach 140 pounds at maturity. They are living on a 2,000-acre site at an undisclosed location in the US. The site is enclosed by 10-foot-tall zoo-grade fencing, where they are monitored by security personnel, drones, and live camera feeds.
We began putting them onto a puppy milk replacer or formula, and then quickly, by 8 weeks, they were weaning and being fed whole solid foods. So they're getting everything from ground meats like beef and deer and horse meats all the way to now they're actually experiencing whole prey. So they get to sort of chew on meat and bones and all of that.
The dire wolf was the inspiration for the courageous canine featured in the HBO TV series Game of Thrones. The dire wolf was a top predator that once roamed North America around 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago. The grey wolf is the prehistoric dire wolf's closest living relative. Using ancient DNA extracted from 2 dire wolf fossils, Colossal scientists and collaborators said they were able to assemble 2 high-quality Enosian dirus genomes, or complete sets of genetic information. The team compared the genomes with those of living canids, such as wolves, jackals, and foxes, to identify the genetic variants for traits specific to dire wolves, such as white coats and longer, thick fur. The company then used the information from the genetic analysis to alter grey wolf cells, making 20 edits in 14 genes before cloning the most promising cell lines and transferring them into donor eggs.
De-extinction to us is recreating these phenotypes. So a grey wolf is the closest living relative of a dire wolf. They're genetically really similar, 99.5% similar. And phenotypically, their morphology is also similar, only dire wolves are larger, more muscular, and have these light-colored coats and other things that we can see from the fossils. And so we targeted DNA sequence variants that we believe lead to those traits. And then we edited grey wolf cells to contain those dire wolf DNA variants. And then we cloned those cells and created our dire wolves.
Remus may be just 6 months old, but he's already on the cover of Time. Even billionaire Elon Musk is asking for a miniature pet woolly mammoth. To hear a sound that hasn't echoed on this planet over 10,000 years ago is a big leap forward for science, conservation, and humanity.